Albert Einstein once said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." The thinking, the beliefs, the mindset that got you here is not good enough to take you where you are capable of going. The thinking, the beliefs, the mindset that got you here is not good enough to take you to the next level of your life. If you want better in life, it is you who must be better. If you want better, your choices must be better. What you feed your mind must be better. If you want better physical and mental health, you will not get there feeding your body and mind with the same junk you have been feeding it. You must consume better to be better. It is not okay to stand still. You may have come a long way, but did not come this far to only come this far. Appreciate how far you've come and then dig deep for the strength required to climb to the next peak. Dig deep in your soul because you have not even come close to your potential. You want better, so commit to be better. You really have to commit to become a lifelong learner. A lifelong commitment to grow through learning and seeking higher levels of yourself. Learning from the great teachers, but also learning from yourself, your success and failures. Seeking the growth through self-awareness and self-development. Don't expect this to be easy. Einstein also said, great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. There will be people in your corner bringing you down. Well-meaning people will encourage you to stay down for your safety. With good intentions, they will invite you to complain about your circumstances rather than take responsibility. Some might not agree with the changes you are making. If you want a better life, you must be better. And better never comes from excuses. Better never comes from blaming. Results always come from responsibility. So take that responsibility for every single thing involved with your life and start with your own mind. Transform and renew your mind. Revitalize your spirit with new big grand goals. Goals that will ensure that you will grow by moving forward. If you reach them or not, the prize is not the achievement. The prize is the growth that will come from pushing forward. The prize is the pride that will come from that growth. The prize is the pride that will come from that growth. Condition it in. If I want better in life, I must be better. If I want better, my choices must be better. What I feed my mind must be better. I must consume better if I want to be better. If I want better in life, I must be better. If I want better, my choices must be better. What I feed my mind must be better. I must consume better if I want to be better.
When no one is watching, that is your opportunity to grow. That is your opportunity to put in the work that will shock the world. How do you know for sure if someone is going to be successful or not? I can give it to you with one question. What do you do when no one is watching? Because what you do when no one is watching will most likely define where you end up in life. Do you work for praise or do you work for pride? When no one is watching, do you work for praise or do you work for pride? They won't know if you've done the work or not, but you will. They won't know, but you will. You are the one who lives with the pride or the regret. If you haven't put in the work and you don't make it, you have to live with that. No one else. If you've been out partying when you should have been working, when you lose, that's on you. If you've been taking it easy when you should have been learning and growing, when you fail, you have to live with that. You can talk all you like, but the proof is in the results. When it's showtime, your work will show. Don't work for the accolades. Work for the pride. Don't work for recognition. Work for your pride. Work for your growth. Fall in love with the process of growth, expansion. Your only competition is you, where you've been versus where you're going, who you were versus who you're going to be. I've heard it said that you are rewarded in public for the work you do in private. The medals are won in the darkness when no one is watching. The championship is won behind closed doors by doing the work when no one is watching. The results are achieved by the little details no one sees. Who you are going to be does not come down to what others see. Every little detail counts. Don't measure yourself against others. Don't look to see who's watching your progress. If you're making big enough progress, they'll all be watching. Until you get to that point, get your head down and work for the love of working. Work on you. Go to war with your old self and leave that old you in the shadows of yesterday. Because today, a new you is born. This new you does not need validation from anyone. This new you is only after growth, self-growth. Keep going.